welcome to Your Journey Yoga. I'm Cheryl. We're going to spend some time working on lower back and hopefully let go of some tension, some tightness, lengthening those hamstrings, which will ultimately help release your lower back. Put on something comfortable, grab a drink of water, grab your mat, and let's get started. We're going to come to a comfortable seated position on our mats, wherever you want to be on your mat. And that seated position doesn't necessarily have to be a cross-legged position. It can be anything that feels right to you. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to relax those shoulders. In fact, let's give those shoulders a big roll up and back, and then let those shoulders just gently slide down and away. Do that shoulder roll one more time. Sometimes that tension in the back can start all the way up at the top of the neck, base of the head. Let those shoulders slide down and away. Now let's just slowly walk forward. Now we're going to release the weight of our upper bodies down. We're just going to let those arms be heavy, head heavy, and just settle in. Nice big deep breaths. Now as we start to let go through the spine, notice what part of your spine needs a little more love than the rest. And maybe it's the whole back today. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, open your arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back. Inhale it, open and reach. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, hands out to a T. Flex the wrists, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back. Inhale it, open and reach. We're going to do that 1 more time. Exhale, arms open to a T. Core strong. Flex the wrists, hollow the tummy and chest. Palms forward, spine back. Inhale it, open and reach. Releasing that right hand to the floor, right arm up and over. That left arm, pardon me. Rolling that left shoulder back, turn your gaze towards the sky. Find your breath. Now give a little push with that right hand, lifting the left side of the rib cage, creating space between each of the ribs. As you exhale, release the tummy and chest to that right thigh, reaching out through those left fingertips as far as you can reach. Find your breath. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through the center. Fingertips reach out as far as you can reach. And relax the weight of the upper body down. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach it out, core strong, hinge all the way up. Exhale, release that left hand to the floor, right arm up and over. Keeping that right hip pressing towards the floor, turn your gaze towards the sky. Now give a little push with that left hand, lift the right side of your rib cage, creating space between each of those ribs. As you exhale, release the tummy and chest to your thigh. Reach out through those right fingertips. Let your head be heavy. Now, if as you move through these poses, you might hear some snap, crackle, pops. That's fine, as long as there's no pain involved. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center. Fingertips reach out as far as you can reach. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Little tuck of the chin towards the chest. Inhale, circle the arms back by your hips. Reach to the sky, hinge all the way up. Exhale, let's flow forward and come up onto all fours. So as we come into all fours, hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. This tabletop position should be a strong, solid place. We take a big breath in as we draw the tummy towards the floor, lifting the chest and the sit bones to the sky. Gaze to the sky. Exhale, lift your spine towards the ceiling. Hollow the tummy and chest to cat. Inhale it back to cow, keeping your core strong, arching that back as much as it's right for you. Exhale, hollow. Lift your spine. Tuck your chin. Let's do 1 more each direction. Just working out kinks. Exhale it to cat. And come back to your neutral spine. Let's shift our weight to our right hand. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach up as high as you can reach, and as you exhale, sweep that left hand through between the arm and the leg, shoulder to the floor, side of the head to the floor. Rotate your body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Reach as high as you can reach. Rotate your right palm towards the front of the room. Reach it up and over. Allow your arm to come to rest right along the side of the face. Just breathe. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky. Slowly release your hand down. Press it back up to tabletop. Center your weight. We rotate and extend, right arm to the sky. Reach as high as you can reach. And as you exhale, sweep that right hand through. Shoulder to the floor, side of the head to the floor, just above your ear. Rotate your body and extend, left arm to the sky. Now your gaze can be wherever it needs to be for that neck to be happy. You can have your eyes open or closed. We're just going to reach as high as we can reach. Rotating that left palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over. So not just mobility through the spine, but mobility through the shoulder. Always want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, that we're honoring whatever the messages our body is sending today. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. Slowly release your hand down and press it back to tabletop. Center your weight and sit it back to child's pose. Extending those arms out long, hips back towards your heels, forehead towards the floor. So child's pose, a wonderful place to reconnect mind, body, and spirit. A place to settle in, whether the knees are together, the knees are open. Just getting a nice stretch for the tops of the legs, those quadriceps, as well as that lower back. Find your breath. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck those toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to downward facing dog. Our down dog, that inverted V position. Think of yourself as a mountain peak, and your sit bones are the peak of that mountain. Relax your head, give that head a little shake, let go of tension that might be hiding at the base of the head. Let's inhale it to high plank. Exhaling back to down dog. Inhale it to high plank. So we're not moving super fast. In fact, we're using our breath to help guide us. Using those full big inhales to reach the top of plank. Full big exhales to let go of that tension through the backs of the legs. Let's do that one more time. Inhale it back to high plank. Exhale to down dog. Settle in and gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Now your body's going to settle, so you might hear little snaps and crackles and pops. Again, it's all fine as long as there's no pain involved. You'll hear me cracking from time to time too. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Inhale it to high plank. Modifying with the knees if you like, otherwise keep those legs long, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Gently sway your hips, side to side. So just a nice release in that lower back and through the hips. Core staying engaged, and just let it sway. Coming back to center. Inhale it to high plank. Release the knees. Sit it back to child's pose. Again, checking in. Body's been here before. Maybe it nestles in a little bit better. Letting go of resistance. And let's slowly walk those hands up. Let's come over onto one hip. You can stay with the length of your mat or stay long. I'll do a little bit of both. We'll turn to face the top of the mat. Legs are long, feet are flexed. Inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, cross the back of that right hand to the outside of your left foot. Rotate your body and extend in a diagonal line. reaching with those left fingertips up to where the wall and ceiling meet. Now your gaze might be straight ahead. It might be looking towards your feet, or maybe we can look up and find the base of that left thumb. Find that length as you extend. Find that rotation. Spinal flexibility is such an important piece of our well-being. As you release that back hand forward, bring palm to palm. Inhale, one hand on either side of the foot. Sit up nice and tall. We do that to the other side. Back of the left hand to the outside of the right foot. We rotate our bodies and extend. Right arm in a diagonal line. Really pressing against the outside of that right foot. Reaching out through those right fingertips. Find your breath. Where does your gaze need to be? Take care of your neck. As you draw that back hand forward, bring palm to palm. One hand on either side of your foot. Sit up nice and tall. Now soften your feet. Keep your core strong. And slowly roll it back. You might need to slide down to the top of your mat. That's okay. Roll it back. Take your time. And relax. Let's draw that right foot in right by your bum. And then the left. Feet are hip width apart. Let's bring the hands down by our sides. We tuck the pelvis so that the small of the back presses into the mat. And let's begin to press those heels into the mat as you lift your hips towards the sky. Peeling your spine off the floor. One vertebra at a time. Coming up to bridge pose. As you reach the top of bridge pose, we're going to keep our gaze forward, up towards the sky. We want to make sure we don't take that head side to side, keeping the neck safe. Those knees are right in line with the hips. Feels right to you, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and work to extend those arms out behind you. Now we're checking in. Can we get those arms long? If the hands are still working to get to the floor, keep working on that. If the arms are extended all the way out and you feel ready to do so, maybe we roll those shoulders underneath us, one at a time. Lifting those hips, squeezing those glutes. Knees, again, right in line with those hips so they're not flaring out to the side. Breathe. Find your breath. Gently release your hands. Unroll one shoulder and then the other. Slowly release it back down, one vertebra at a time, till your bottom is the very last. Extend right leg to the sky, and then the left. Flex your feet. And we can stay right here, working the flexibility through the backs of the legs. If that's a little too intense, just soften those feet. The more we have those feet flexed, the more intensity we bring. If you like. Let's bring those hands behind the legs and start to walk those hands towards the feet. Now we're drawing those legs in towards the upper body. If you like, wrap the forearms around behind the calves. Fingertips point towards your heels. We use the strength of the arms to pull those legs in towards the upper body. Now those legs don't have to be super straight, but if we can get them as straight as possible, that's the best scenario. If there's any pain involved, back off. Find your breath. Now slowly release the intensity with the arms. Release the hands, draw the knees in towards the chest. Hands to the shins just below your knees and gently rock side to side. Coming back to the back. We lift those feet towards the sky, knees are bent. We're gonna open up those knees just a little bit wider than the width of our rib cage. We're gonna reach up with our hands, taking a hold of the outsides of the feet, and then relax the weight of your arms. Now some of us, our tailbones might be way off the mat. We're gonna work to get that tailbone back to the mat. So if that's challenging enough, stay there. Iron out that spine. If you can keep that back flat, core strong, use the strength of your arms and start to pull those knees towards the floor. So as those knees come right out along the outside edge of your rib cage, we get a really nice hip stretch, Groin stretch, we feel strength in our arms, strength in our core. This is dead bug or happy baby. As we work to iron out that spine, realigning it, letting go of tension. Gently releasing the intensity through the arms, drawing the soles of the feet together, interlace your fingers to the outside edge of your foot, and then gently press those knees out and away. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. Now releasing the intensity through the arms, closing those knees back together, hands to your shins, give them a little tug, helping to release through those hip flexors and again that lower back. Keeping that right knee tucked in, extend your left leg out and down. Right arm extends out to a T, left hand crosses to the outside of the right knee and gently pull your leg across your body. Doing your best to keep both shoulders on the floor. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. I didn't think you guys really wanted to see that much skin. Breathe. Sometimes that happens. Close your eyes, find your breath. Gently releasing that left hand, rolling back to center. Extend your right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg. Little external rotation through your hip. So we draw that heel towards the inside, pinky toe towards the floor. And we're going to slowly lower the leg. Lengthening and reaching. So as that pinky toe is drawn towards the floor, you can really feel that external rotation through that hip. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Do your best to keep that left shoulder connected to the floor. Turn your gaze out over that left arm, and then just close your eyes. Find your breath. Let go of any tension. One of the greatest stretches to help let go of negativity, of tension. Releasing that right hand, rolling back to center. Extending left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg. Again, that little external rotation through your hip. Reach out through the toes and slowly lower your leg. Keeping those core muscles strong to keep that lower back connected to the floor. Slow and steady, and release it down. Arms come down by your sides, palms open to the sky. We're just going to take a moment to clear our heads, to find that restful place, to let tension go. Even if just a few moments. Reconnect with that breath. Let your body, your mind be still. Sending love into the back, to the hips, to the hamstrings. Allowing the body to release the tension. As you're ready, gently drawing one knee in towards your chest, and then the other. We roll to one side. Just take your time. As you're ready, use the strength of your arms to help you to come back up. Finding a seated position that feels right to you. You sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Just a few good, deep, cleansing breaths. Feeling the length in the spine. Feeling tall. Energized. Ready for the rest of the day. Gently open the eyes. I thank you for joining me today. I hope that helped let go of some of the tension in your hips, your back, your legs. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until the next time, Spirit and me